you guys right back for day 2 of our at-home band workout series. So, we'll bring it back to our bent over row from day 1, where we were in that hinge position. We're going to do a very similar setup for this, but this is going to be a band RDL. So if you remember, I told you in that first one that I wanted you to feel the tension in your hamstrings. Well, in this one, that is going to be the specific focus of this exercise. So we're looping our band over just like we did for that row. Again, putting it right in the middle of our feet. Taking a nice wide stance on this. Again, we want a good bit of tension in that band. And now, just like for that row, the hips hinge back, the knees are loose. My tension, the tension on my legs and my hamstrings. And now I'm going to grab that band, and rather than pulling it in from here, what I'm going to do is drive my hips out, right underneath my ribs. So I'm keeping my shoulders tight, hinging the hips down, back rather, pushing forward and squeezing. Now just like our squats, I don't want you guys extending through here and arching your back to get that squeeze. You'll see my butt is back behind me. I can, and I'm driving it forward. Just pushing your heels straight down to the floor and locking out right there. You'll see my hips are right under my ribs. I'm not leaning back. I'm just pushing straight down with my feet. One more time, back, straight down, locking them out. And then one other thing to note is that I'm not forward as I come down here. I'm keeping tension in that upper back to keep a nice, strong torso position. Again, this can be tightened up even more. That looped over position, I'm assuming is going to be pretty much good for most of you. But you can cross the band and do that. Just pulling on these tops. That resistance to the exercise, if you need it. You can see how hard that snapped back. That is the band RDL. We're going to go into a band jump squat. So we don't need to loop it over on this one. We're going to open our band up. Set it up just like we did for our squats on our other day. So we have that band in the middle of our feet. Other end's going to go around our neck. I'm not going to loop it on this one particularly because you guys saw in the other video, if you watched day 1, how my feet came up off the floor in one squat anyway. So we don't need that much resistance here. But we're going for max height jump squats here. So we're dropping down our hips, jump up through with our hands moving with the motion of our hips. So hips go down and back, our hands go down and back. So we go forward, arms are going to come forward. That's our jump squat. We're going to let ourselves come off the ground. That's one. Jump, jump, jump. You can see, again, I'm using the momentum of my hands to get a little bit extra height, forcing my legs to push as hard and as fast as I can. That is our band jump squat. Our third exercise in this first round of day 2 is going to be a band pull apart. So, again, this depends on the tension of your band. If you have a really heavy band, this is going to be extra challenging for you. And you might have to find a different variation without a band, like a wider BT or something similar. But, for a band pull apart, with this band, I'll show you both ways that I recommend for this. Just holding it with one each hand, having a little bit of tension on that. Our hands aren't super far apart. I would say about a foot and a half apart depending on your band or your build. Tension on our hands, my knuckles are straight forward. I would say like if you're going to punch someone, you wouldn't punch them like this, right? So we're going to keep our knuckles straight forward the whole way through this. All we're going to do is pull the pinky side of our hand straight back, chest. Short back out. Again, not letting the tension out of the band, keeping it a little bit tight. Go straight back and out. Now, this band is tight for this. I can handle it. For a lot of you with a similar band size might not be able to. That's okay. All we're going to do is loop one half of that band over behind the back, just to kind of get it out of the way. Do the same thing, with just one strand on the band, going straight apart and back out, keeping the tension on it there. And for some reason that's too easy, you can add a little bit more shoulder activation there by looping it under your feet and holding it out in front of you and doing the same thing. Now you have the force of that band pulling down, which is going to activate your delts a little bit more. That's a serious shoulder burn. So if you want to try that variation, let me know what you think of it. Now if you guys watched the day 1 video for this band at home workout series, You saw me do a banded push-up. We're going to bring that back today, but we're going to do a push-up plus, which is a slightly different variation. And we'll even call a push-up half of that optional. And I'll show you what I mean here in a second. So band is in the same position on my hands, put it behind my back, palms are up to loop it over itself and keep it tight. And I'm in my push-up position now. So the push, or the plus part of this push-up, window, drop our chest down to the floor, touch. Now this part right here is the extra part, where we're going to push our palms down to the floor and try to round our back out. My band is slipping a little, you can see. I'm going to readjust that and reset. So I'm dropping down, pushing up. I'm going to drive my palms on the floor. Push my shoulder blades apart as far as I can. And I'm going to bring it back down. Pushing up, driving the hands into the floor, and back down. And what you might notice doing that is a little bit of tension right down here. This is our serratus anterior muscle. It's a muscle that helps stabilize the shoulders. So a lot of people have a lot of weakness there. And what you see is their shoulder blades like to pop up out of their back. This muscle will help pull those shoulder blades back into a position that allows us just good mobility and stability in our shoulder. Again, if your chest for some reason, or you're feeling super sore from those day one push-ups, you can do just the plus part of that with the band obviously. But we're in our high plank position. Let our shoulder blades fall together and we push them apart. Let everything fall together, push it apart. That's still activating that serratus muscle. And so it's still a great exercise. If that push-up's a little bit too much, but if you'd like to add in a push-up again, obviously you can't do enough push-ups, feel free. And as you push up across, this is going to be a banded sit-up. So in this video, I'm going to anchor the band to something that I have here in the facility. You can have someone else hold this. You can anchor it to your couch. Just something heavy that's not going to move. We're just going to take our band, loop it right around that object that we're anchoring it to, or again, just having someone stand on it. For someone that you trust that is going to let it snap and kill you. But you can see here I have my bench, my couch, whatever you need to use at home. This is a little bit loose where I have it, so I'm going to group it down a little bit to make it tighter. I'm just going to hold that band right at the sides of my head, and it's just a sit-up. Now I'm sitting up, you can see that band is tightening up at the top, drawing back down. Sitting up, squeeze my abs, control back down. Now, maybe that's a little bit easy for you. You can always get farther away from the band, or we do what we call an overhead sit-up, where my hands are going to point straight at the ceiling, and as I sit up, I'm just going to try to make a straight line with my hands right up. Feel a ton of tension there, and back down. Push it straight up, squeezing the abs down. Now that overhead position will attack the lower abs. This is a very challenging variation. So try the regular way first. Too easy again. You can try that overhead position and see how you feel. The last exercise in our at-home band workout series. This is a starfish walk. It's going to be kind of a shoulder as well as hip exercise. What that's going to look like: holding our band in a loop in front of us, putting our feet right through it. We're going to take this band straight up over our head like this, and we're in that starfish position, right? So, in this position, as always, keeping the core tight. As we're overhead, it's going to be very decent arch back. We're locking the ribs in place, keeping the core tight. And we're just going to take lateral steps. So I'm going to keep my toes straight forward and my legs straight. I'm going to take a lateral step, foot in, lateral step, foot in. And you're going to walk one way and do the same thing the other way. Now, that can also be done just one step each way, or if you have a small space, you need to just go back and forth, that's perfectly fine as well. And also, if you'd like to focus more on just the lower body portion of this, you might find that's kind of loose and a little bit easy for you, aside from the shoulder burn. What you can do is grab that band and cross it over and pull some tension on it, just to make it a little bit tighter, and then do your lateral walks from there. And you'll immediately notice how much tighter that is in the hips. So again, you take the shoulder part out of it, but we have some shoulder stuff in this workout, so that is a variation you could try if you would like a little bit more tension on the lower body. And that is the band or overhead starfish walk. I hope you guys like this workout series. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. And if you did the workouts, let me know what you think of them. Catch you next time.